These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of quiz challengers attempt to beat the greatest quiz team in Britain. Here they are, the Eggheads. And today's fearsome foursome are Steve, Pat, the Silent Destroyer, Beth, and Barry. So, how are you feeling?
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful, they all say. OK, well, let's see. Hoping they've got the answers today are the Cord crew. This team is made up of colleagues from the Spinal Injuries Association. Let's meet them.
I'm Simon, and I'm an advocacy manager.
I'm Harry, and I'm a support network coordinator.
I'm Joss, and I'm a parliamentary coordinator.
I'm Jack, and I'm also a support network coordinator.
Simon and team, welcome.
Thank you.
Second time, Simon, for you, right?
Yes. Yep.
So we met before.
Yes, indeed.
Do I ask what happened last time?
We came second last time. An honourable second, but we came second.
Very good. And, I mean, was it the same lineup here or slightly different?
Steve was in the team last time, so
OK.
there's some revenge to be had.
So, and any other members of the team come last time?
No, I've ditched the old lot and brought an entirely new crew.
Well, we are absolutely delighted and flattered you're back. Tell us about the association.
So the Spinal Injuries Association supports all those in England, Wales and Northern Ireland with a spinal cord injury. There's about 50,000 people who have a spinal cord injury. What you won't be able to see from here is that 3 of the team, myself included, are all spinal cord injured. So we have about half our staff at the charity are injured in that way.
And these injuries would be things that happen in life, an accident, classically, I guess.
Some will be accidents, but some will be through as a result of disease or illness, cancer, tumour, stroke, things like that as well. So, yes,
right.
accidents as well.
Well, it's brilliant to put you on the map for us and to make us all aware of what they do. Fantastic. So, listen, happy quizzing. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers. If they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over. So, Cord crew, the Eggheads are on a spin here. They've won 6 on the trot, so there's £7,000 today. Does that compare well with last time?
Much better than that.
Good. OK, well, I hope you play your way through to the money this time. The first head-to-head battle is on the subject of film and TV. So, Simon and team, who wants this? Film and TV.
Any volunteers? That's you.
Yeah, go on,
I think it is Harry.
I think
I'll go film and TV.
OK, Harry, brilliant, very decisive. You've got here Steve, Pat, Beth, or Barry, known as the Brain.
Steve.
Steve, you're going to go for Steve.
Oh, that came with some force there. Good luck, Harry.
Simon's
Harry,
got revenge, man.
Yeah, this is important now. Harry from the Cord crew playing Steve from the Egg crew. To ensure there's no conferring, please take your positions in our famous question room. Harry, tell us about you and the Spinal Injuries Association.
So I've been working for the Spinal Injuries Association for just under a year. I cover the south-east region, so anywhere from kind of Ramsgate to Southampton.
Brilliant. And I gather you are in a wheelchair rugby team.
It's very true, yeah. So I play for London Wheelchair Rugby Club. We train a couple of times a week, go away for European competitions and stuff, so it's a lot of fun.
You just won in Prague.
Yeah, well, it was Division 2, so I'm not getting ahead of myself, but it was my first tournament abroad, and it went very well.
OK, I hope you are as successful in this round against Steve.
So do I.
Film and TV, first round for the challengers. Would you like to go first or second, Harry?
I'll go first, please.
Here we go. First question. Which comedian joined the cast of Coronation Street in 2017 playing the role of Colin Callan? Was it Vic Reeves, Steve Coogan or Noel Fielding?
Can't have been Noel Fielding. Vic Reeves.
Vic Reeves is right. Well done. Nice one. Steve, at the age of just 28, who became the youngest ever dragon on the TV series Dragon's Den? Is it Tuka Suleiman, Stephen Bartlett or Theo Paphitis?
That's Stephen Bartlett, Jeremy.
Yes, it is. What did he do? What was his background before that?
I think he got some sort of online thing going off. That's where he's made his money, through web developing and stuff like that. I think he's big on well, I might be talking rubbish, but it's definitely online, is that side of things.
OK, Stephen Bartlett is the answer. One each. Back to you, challenger. Gone with the Wind was released the same year as which of these other classic films? Singing in the Rain, King Kong, or The Wizard of Oz?
Well, I have no idea what year it was released or the other films. I will take a stab at it and say Singing in the Rain.
Any Eggheads know?
The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of
It
Oz.
was old.
OK, Wizard of Oz. Steve has the chance to take the lead in this first round. Steve, in the film No Time to Die, which of these actresses plays a character who operates under the 007 code name? Is it Lashana Lynch, Lea Seydoux, or Ana de Armas?
I've seen the film and I still don't know. Well, the one they call 007, if I remember right, was a black actress, which would lead me to Lashana Lynch. I'll have to go Lashana Lynch, Jeremy.
Your logic is right. Lashana Lynch is correct. So we've got 2 to the Eggheads and 1 to the challengers, and that does mean, Harry, you've got to get this one right. Your third question. Which company bought the Hollywood movie studio MGM for approximately $8.5 billion in 2022? Disney, Amazon, or Netflix?
See, when Disney came up, that's where my head was at. So flip up between Netflix and Disney. But always go with your gut. I'll go with Disney.
Is he right, Eggs?
I think it's Amazon.
It's
think it is
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, Harry, sorry,
Wow.
Amazon came in there with
one
the
I
highest
wrote
bid.
off.
Yeah, Amazon's the answer. That means that Steve has taken the round. But it's early days. Come back, rejoin your teams, and we'll see what the next round brings. OK, so the challengers have lost a brain from the final. The Eggheads are all sitting pretty over there. Let's see if we can dislodge one. Challengers with history. So, Simon, who's this?
I think that's going to be Jack.
It's going to be
Yeah.
Jack too.
Jack down the end?
Yep.
OK.
Hello.
Hello. Who would you like to... That's a very cheerful hello. Who would you like to go for, Jack? We got Beth, we got Pat, we got Barry.
Just slowly staring each of them out and working it out. No,
Yeah.
we'll go with Beth, I think.
All right, Jack from the Chord crew to take on Beth from the Eggheads on history. Please go to the question room now. OK, Jack, well, good luck in this round. Against Beth on history. Do you want to go first or second?
I think I'll go first.
Here is your first question, Jack. Which of these historical figures was a queen of Egypt? Boudica, Nefertiti, or Joan of Arc?
Feeling fairly confident that that's Nefertiti.
Nefertiti is right. Well done. Beth, which battle is depicted at the end of the Bayeux Tapestry? Agincourt, Hastings, or Waterloo?
That's all to do with William the Conqueror at the Battle of Hastings.
It is Battle of Hastings. Jack, your question. What name was given to the French merchant ship La Concorde after her capture in 1717 by the pirate Edward Teach? Queen Anne's Revenge, Royal Fortune, or Adventure Galley?
I'm going to go with Queen Anne's Revenge. I believe that's Blackbeard's ship.
Brilliant. Queen Anne's Revenge it is. You're very good, I can tell. Beth, your question. Henry VIII is buried in a vault in St. George's Chapel, Windsor Castle, with which of his wives? Catherine Parr, Anne Boleyn, or Jane Seymour?
This was the wife that gave him his son and heir, Jane Seymour.
Jane Seymour's right. Got a good round on our hands here, haven't we? 2 each. No uncertainty yet. Your third question, Jack. What was the nickname of the French king Louis VI, who ruled from 1108 to 1137? Was Louis the Short, the Bald, or the Fat?
Unfortunately, this is probably a bit of a stab in the dark here, but I'm going to go for the Short.
Do you think that's right, Beth?
I think there was a Pepin the Short, but that doesn't mean to say there wasn't a Louis the Short.
Any Eggs, no?
I think it's Louis the Fat.
Yes, it was Louis the Fat.
I'm going to go for that.
All right, Jack. Well, it's given Beth a look in here. Let's see if she takes the round on this question. Beth, in which English city did the Luddite movement begin in 1811? Nottingham, Birmingham, or Cambridge?
Well, that was to do with breaking looms, if I remember rightly, or to do with the start of the Industrial Revolution, etc. Cambridge, I'm not sure. it was there, but there was lots and lots of industry in Nottingham and Birmingham. So I'm going to go with Nottingham.
Jack, you know the answer?
Well, I feel like it's probably Birmingham, given kind of its industrial revolution past, but
I was up in Nottingham recently and there was some Luddite stuff I noticed around the place. So the answer is Nottingham, Beth. You're right. 3 out of 3. And sorry, Jack, knocked out, but your team can turn this around. We'll be back shortly. If you'd like to work on a question from the Eggheads during our break, Steve, you've got one.
Along with bones of saints and part of the true cross, what odd religious relic is said to be held in Dubrovnik Cathedral?
Dubrovnik Cathedral. OK, Steve, you've got us thinking. We'll see you after this break. Welcome back. Now, before the break, Steve set us a question. It's quite a brilliant one, actually. Along with the bones of saints and part of the true cross, what odd religious relic is said to be held in Dubrovnik Cathedral? Not the Holy Grail, crown of thorns.
It is one you could guess at all day. It's related to Jesus as an infant.
Not his first sort of wrapping that he had as a child.
Well, you're very close. It's actually supposed to be his nappy.
Oh, good.
And they reckon over the centuries, pilgrims have come to the cathedral and the nuns used to rip a bit off for him. So either they're ripping tiny little bits off or it's the biggest nappy you've ever seen in your life.
Wow, thank you, Steve. Well done if you got that at home. As it stands, the Cord crew have lost 2 brains from the final round. The Eggheads haven't lost any brains so far. Last time you were here, son, I know you were down to 2 in the final.
We were.
So this is the moment now to really just get cracking. Let's see. The next subject, arts and books. So, is this going to be the team captain or Joss?
I'll go for that one, shall
You going to go for that?
Yeah. I'll
OK,
do it.
all right.
Why not?
OK, Joss.
Leave me in the lion's den.
Yeah.
Against which Egghead? It's either Barry or Pat.
Well, that's a difficult choice. They're both very clever people. I'll go for Pat.
OK, so from the Cord crew, it is Joss against Pat from the Eggheads. Please go to our question room. So, Joss, you work at Parliament.
Yeah, well, actually, I used to work full-time in Parliament as a speechwriter. Now I work for the SIA, engaging parliamentarians on their behalf.
Speech writing, can we guess who you were writing speeches for?
You can guess.
Which side of the House?
The opposition.
The opposition, and it wasn't Keir Starmer.
His predecessor.
Jeremy Corbyn.
Yeah.
OK, well, gosh, you must have some stories that you could tell, I'm sure. Well, good luck in this round, Joss. I hope you make a real difference here. 3 questions, arts and books. I know you love your art stuff. I know you enjoy painting and all that, so I wish you well. Do you want to go first or second against Pat?
I'll go first, please.
Here we go. The Wordsworth poem, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud, is also commonly known by what name? Is it daffodils, tulips or roses?
Well, I do know this. We quoted Wordsworth in a speech once that I wrote. So the answer is daffodils.
Daffodils is right. And what was the line that Mr. Corbyn quoted, I wandered lonely as a cloud?
No, it wasn't. I can't remember which line it was now, but it wasn't that one.
Daffodils is right. Pat, which of these famous paintings features only 2 people? Nighthawks, American Gothic, or The Last Supper?
Well, Nighthawks has at least 2 customers and a person serving behind the bar. The Last Supper has a full complement of apostles and Christ. But American Gothic has just got 2 people, one of them holding a pitchfork, so it's American Gothic.
American Gothic is right. 1 each. Back to you, Joss. Which British poet was married to the American writer Sylvia Plath? Ted Hughes, Philip Larkin, or John Betjeman?
Well, I don't think Philip Larkin or John Betjeman were ever married. I don't think. So that means it must be Ted Hughes. I know it was Ted Hughes.
Ted Hughes is right. Pat, A Feast for Crows is a novel in which series of books? His Dark Materials, A Song of Ice and Fire, or The Hunger Games?
I think it's one of the volumes in, is it G.R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones books, A Song of Ice and Fire.
Yes, you're right, A Song of Ice and Fire. 2 each, again, playing well, both of you. So back to our challenger. Which Alberto Giacometti sculpture sold for a world record $141 million in 2015? Joss, was it Pointing Man, spider, or bird in space?
Well, I don't know the answer to this one. Giacometti did sculpt a lot of human figures, famously tall, thin ones, so I'll go for pointing man.
Yeah, you're very good. You got it right. Pointing man it is. Well played. Pressure on Pat now. Run, Rose, Run is a best-selling 2022 novel by James Patterson and which country singer? Pat, was it Shania Twain, Carrie Underwood, or Dolly Parton?
I think it's Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I don't know much about this, but I know he writes with people like Clinton and so on, doesn't he, James Patterson? And you're absolutely right. Dolly Parton has passed me by. You're right. 3 each. Gosh, you are both good in this area. So, Josh, we go to sudden death. It gets a bit harder. I don't give you alternative options. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die, are lines from which Shakespeare play?
Gosh. I've got sort of images of plenty and fruitfulness, which makes me think of Midsummer Night's Dream.
It's not actually. It's right at the, I only know this because I studied it for A-level. It's right at the start of Twelfth Night. And the famous lines, anyone know on the Challengers side what comes before that?
If music be the food of love, play
That's
on.
it. I think it's the very first line of the play. If music be the food of love, play on. And then give me excess of it. We get from Orsino. So Pat has the chance to take the round with this. Who wrote the 1871 book Nonsense Songs, Stories, Botany and Alphabets?
Nonsense Songs is a bit of a pull for Edward Lear and Hilaire Belloc. I'll have to pick one. I'll go with Edward Lear.
Josh, do you know?
I would have gone for Edward Lear.
Yeah, so it features the owl and the pussycat and the jumblies, and it was Edward Lear, and you've taken that round. Another Egghead victory. And if you come back to us, Joss and Pat, we will play the final round for £7,000. So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for our final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads aren't going to be in this round. So all from the challengers' side, it's Harry and Joss and Jack from the Chord crew. Would you please now leave the studio? OK, Simon, here we are again. Look at this, the final again for you again. I'm hoping you can do it this time.
So do I.
Playing to win the Chord Crew £7,000, which I know will go to the charity. Steve, Pat, Beth, Barry, you're playing for something that money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions. They're all general knowledge. Normally, I say you can confer. It's a bit tricky with your teammate stuck back there, but I wish you well, Simon. Can you, with your one brain, overcome these 4? We shall see. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first, please, Jeremy.
Here we go. First question, Simon. The Yeti is a mythical creature said to inhabit which part of the world? Australian outback, Himalayas, or Amazon rainforest?
Well, the Yeti is reputed to have very long fur, so I don't think the Australian outback would be particularly conducive to that. It's the Himalayas.
It is the Himalayas. Well done. First point to our challengers. Over to you, Eggheads. The cost of a first-class stamp rose to what figure in April 2022? 25p, 55p, or 95p?
Got to be 95.
95.
I thought it was more than that.
First class.
It's 95p.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all happy with that?
Yeah. Well, now I'm happy with it, but
We all believe it's the amazing amount of 95p.
Yeah, you're right. I guess the next rise will take it above £1. Imagine that. Simon, second question. What is the title of the 2022 Harry Styles album that reached the top of the UK and USA album charts? Harry's House, Fine Line, or Harry Styles?
Not a favourite subject of mine, and I can think of several people that are shouting, probably 3 behind me. I'm going to go down the middle and go Fine Line.
Fine Line. I wonder if, let's see if the 3 behind you know. What do you think?
It's not a strong point. I think it might be one of my mum's favourites. I think it's potentially Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. What do we think, Eggheads?
Harry's house.
Harry's House. OK, Harry's House is the answer. Eggheads, to take the lead, which Scottish university, officially founded in 1413, is the 3rd oldest in the United Kingdom? St Andrews, Dundee, or Glasgow?
St Andrews, everybody.
Isn't it?
St Andrews.
Yeah,
I thought it was the oldest.
After
but-
Oxford and Cambridge.
definitely St Andrews. OK, the 3rd oldest in the UK is St Andrews.
St Andrews is correct. They've taken the lead. and it's the final round, and therefore you've got to get this one right to stay in. Which UK zoo had the most visitors in 2021? Colchester Zoo, Chester Zoo, or Whipsnade Zoo?
Well, Whipsnade Zoo is part of the London Zoological Society, but I do know Chester Zoo has been very popular. I'm going to go Chester Zoo.
I'm glad you did. You're quite right. Chester Zoo it is. Nicely done. But let's see, because the Eggheads can end the contest with this. Who became one of the few people to have won an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar and Tony Award when A Strange Loop won the Best Musical at the 2022 Tonys? Alicia Keys, Jennifer Hudson or Beyoncé?
It's Jennifer Hudson.
You think so?
No, I know so.
Oh, you know so?
Yeah.
Right. But I'm very reliably informed on my right that it was Jennifer Hudson.
Okay, if Beth has got it right, then the contest is over because you will have not slipped up in the final round. The person who won this Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony long list with A Strange Loop, etc., was indeed Jennifer Hudson. And we say congratulations, Eggheads, you have won. You've got to come back again.
Consistent, if nothing else.
We'll book you in a year from now, right? And see you again.
I somehow think I might be sacked from the job.
No, honestly, it's fantastic to see you playing and to meet your fellow association members as well. Thank you so much, Simon. Commiserations, challengers, great team of challengers today, but the Eggheads have remained in place, all of them. And the winning streak continues. They are doing well at the moment. So the challengers don't get the 7,000. That money rolls over to our next show, and we wonder who will ever beat you. I'm thinking you can get to 10 at a gallop now. We'll see. Let's find out next time if a new team of challengers have got the brains to defeat the Eggheads and take away £8,000. Till then, goodbye.
And for all the hottest topics getting the nation talking, join Jeremy Vine weekday mornings here on Channel 5 at 9:15. Starting tonight, the search for a missing child reveals some sinister secrets in the house across the street. Our brand new original drama at 9. Next, Police Interceptors.